Good morning, students. I am M.M. Malam, and once again, I am here with my channel Education Mania to provide you the poetic devices or the literary devices that have been used in the poem Song of the Rain, composed by Khalil Gibran. So, in this poem, first of all, I would like to say that there are a number of poetic devices. To start with, I would like to briefly explain some of the poetic devices that have been used here. So first one, let me start with, is metaphor. Metaphor is a poetic device that is used to compare two things without using like or as. Next, anaphora. Anaphora is also a literary device, but in this a group of words or word that express some idea is used in the beginning of the sentences. Third one, antithesis. When two sentences that are contrasting to each other are used in close proximity with each other, then it is antithesis. Personification. When a non-living thing presents itself or appears to be living, then the poetic device used is personification. Enjambment. When in a poem, if in any stanza, any line if doesn't end with any punctuation mark, then that is an example of enjambment. Alliteration. Alliteration, we know that the repetition of consonant sound or vowel sound is known as alliteration. But let me inform you that alliteration has two parts, consonants and assonance. When there is a repetition of consonant sound, then it is known as consonants, and when there is a repetition of vowel sound, then it is known as assonance. Now, these were some of the poetic devices, and one more is left, that is symbolism. Symbolism refers to the another meaning of any word other than its literal meaning, the ones we find in dictionary, other than that. Now, this poem, Song of the Rain, is totally personification. Rain says I am, everywhere I am, so that is personification. So we won't talk about personification of rain. Leaving personification, what are the other devices, poetic devices that have been used? We'll discuss about that. Let us go to the first stanza. I am dotted silver threads dropped from heaven by the gods. Nature then takes me to adorn her fields and valley. Now in the first stanza, I am dotted silver threads. This is a metaphor, as rain compares herself to dotted silver threads. Now second one is symbolism, as silver thread is that drop of rain which is falling in a line as if it appears to be a thread. Another example of symbolism is heaven, that is a sky. And then we can find in the sentence, nature then takes. Then takes, it is an example of alliteration. Let us go to stanza number 2. I am beautiful pearls plucked from the crown of Easter by the daughter of dawn to embellish the garden. In this stanza, again rain says I am beautiful pearls. Again it is a metaphor because rain is comparing itself to a beautiful pearl or pearls. Now pearls plucked. it is an alliteration. To be definite, it is a consonance, but alliteration will work. Now let us go to the stanza number 3. When I cry, the hills laugh. When I humble myself, the flowers rejoice. When I bow, all things are related. So we can see that when I cry, when I humble, when I bow. So these things are anaphora. Now, hills laugh, flowers rejoice. So hills laugh, flowers rejoice. They are personification. Now next stanza is the field and the clouds are lovers, and between them I am a messenger of mercy. I quench the thirst of one, I cure the ailment of the other. Now the field and the cloud are lovers. So this is again metaphor, as we are comparing fields and clouds with lovers. And between them I am a messenger of mercy. Again, this is a metaphor. I am a messenger of mercy. I quench, I cure. This is anaphora. But if we see, I quench the thirst, cure ailment. These are contrasting words. So, I quench the thirst, I cure the ailment. This is an example of antithesis. Now once again in line number 3, I quench the thirst. So this is an example of alliteration. Let us go to the next stanza. The voice of thunder declares my arrival. The rainbow announces my departure. I am like earthly life which begins at the feet of the mad elements and ends under the upraised wings of death. Now, the voice, the rainbow, these are anaphora. Thunder declares, rainbow announces, personification. My arrival, my departure, contrasting words, antithesis. I am like earthly life. So this one I haven't explained. This is simile. When we compare two or more things using like or as, then it is known as simile. So this one is simile. And begins, line number 3 and line number 4, which begins and ends. So begins and ends. So again antithesis. Let us go to the next stanza. I emerge from the heart of the sea, soar with the breeze. When I see a field in need, I descend and embrace the flowers and trees in a million little ways. So in this we can find only one, that is the trees. This is an alliteration. One more is there, that is enjambment, that I will explain, but once we complete all the poetic devices, then we'll go to enjambment. Let us go to the next stanza. I touch gently at the windows with my soft fingers, and my announcement is a welcome song. All can hear, but only the sensitive can understand. Now in this one, I don't think there is anyone except enjambment. Once again, I am the sigh of the sea, the laughter of the field, the tears of heaven. I am the sigh of the sea, metaphor. I am the laughter of the field, metaphor. I am the tears of heaven, metaphor. Now once again, the laughter, the tears, anaphora. The tears, alliteration. The last one, so with love, sighs from the deep sea of affection, laughter from the colorful field of the spirit, tears from the endless heaven of memories. So in this one we can say mainly that the poetic device used here is symbolism. Endless heaven, heaven, sky. Heaven symbolizes sky, and spirit here symbolizes the peasants, the farmers. And now it's time for another poetic device, that is enjambment. As I told earlier that if we want to find out this literary device, that is enjambment, we have to focus in each and every line mainly at the punctuation mark. We have to check whether the sentence is ending or the line is ending with any punctuation mark or not, or it is being carried away to the next line. I am daughter silver threads dropped from the heaven by the god. Heaven, after heaven, no punctuation mark. Nature then takes me to adorn her fields and valleys. To adorn, after adorn, no punctuation mark. So the first line and the second line is an example of enjambment. Similarly, I am beautiful pearls plucked from the crown of Easter. No punctuation mark after the from the crown of Easter by the daughter of dawn. No punctuation mark after dawn. So first and second line again of the second stanza is an example of enjambment. Now let us go to the fourth stanza. The fields and the clouds are lovers, and between them I am a messenger of mercy. So in fourth stanza only the first line doesn't end with any punctuation mark. Rest all the lines end with punctuation mark. So only the first line is an example of enjambment. Now this one, the voice of thunder declares my arrival, the rainbow announces my departure. I am like earthly life which begins at the feet of the mad elements and ends under the upraised wings of death. Now if we see the third, fourth and fifth line, right from I am like earthly life to the wings of death, we will see mainly in the third and fourth line that both the lines doesn't end with a punctuation mark. So hence I am like earthly life which begins at the feet of the mad elements and ends. These two lines are enjambment. Very good. Now I emerge from the heart of the sea, soar with the breeze. When I see a field in need, I descend and embrace the flowers and trees, and the trees in a million little ways. First line, second line, and third line doesn't end with any punctuation mark. Hence, these three are an example of enjambment. I touch gently at the windows with my soft fingers, and my announces is a welcome song. All can hear, but only the sensitive can understand. Again, first line, second line, third line doesn't end with any punctuation mark, and hence the same, that is enjambment. We don't have any in the second last and the last. So that was all from Education Mania. If you like this channel, kindly subscribe for further updates. With me, MM Alam. I hope you have enjoyed it. Thank you.